Hi, my name is Isabella Frey, and today I'm going to be doing a video on compound movements and exercises for For You Fitness. Basically, compound movements use more than one muscle group, which essentially is a more efficient workout. Not only can it burn more calories, but it also improves muscle balance, and it can also improve your core strength. And today I'm going to be doing a series of workouts with you using basically your whole entire body. Two of the pieces of equipment that I am going to be using today is a resistance band as well as ankle weights, which you may or may not include in this workout. And I always like to tell my clients when they're starting that the effort that you put into a workout is essentially what you're going to get out of it. And the awesome thing about compound movements is that you're using more than one muscle. So you're going to be working every single piece of your body in every single one of these workouts, which essentially is going to be so much more beneficial than just working on them one at a time. And again, this does take practice. If you don't do a move right, I will be going over the form and what benefits each exercise has. So I'm super excited to get started. So for our first exercise, we're going to be doing an inchworm push-up with a calf raise. So I'm going to be showing you the form and explaining to you what it works on. But basically, this is going to be working on your chest, your shoulders, as well as your triceps and core. You want to make sure that your push-up form is right and that your bottom is flat into a plank position before going down into your push-up. Because it's really important that your core is being stabilized. I see a lot of people using their back as well as their legs to help them come up, and in order to build those muscles, you really have to work on that form. So to get started, you're going to get into your plank position. You want to make sure the balls of your feet are on the floor, your hands are parallel to your chest, and you are able to push your chest down on the floor, push yourself back up, and inch your hands up to your feet and squeeze up. Walking your hands back down to the mat. You're really going to feel that stretching in your calves. Back down. Back up. Make sure your elbows are straight and firm. Your bottom is flat. Walk your hands back up to the mat. And okay, so next up on our second exercise, we're going to be doing squats with a resistance band. And why I chose to use a resistance band is just based off of my fitness level. If you do not own one, or if you feel like it can be a little bit difficult, you can always start with a bodyweight squat, which I would recommend adding more reps. Today we're going to be doing 12 repetitions with a medium green resistance band, which is going to look like this. They have different levels that progress in resistance. Just depends on where you're at, like I said. Basically, it's going to look like a strip. You're going to tie it together based on how tight you want it to be, and I want it to be pretty tight. That way I can get the most out of this awesome quads, glutes, hamstring, and calf workout. So just make sure that your form is correct when you're completing this exercise and that you are giving it 110% because that always makes a difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the band, you're going to put it over your feet, and I like to put it at about mid-calf level, which kind of looks like that. So it's completely up to you, but let's go ahead and get started. Feet are going to be shoulders width apart. And you really want to make sure that the band always has resistance so that your glutes and your quads and the rest of this awesome muscular group in your legs can get the most out of this workout. The positioning when you're doing a squat is really important, that your knees don't go over your legs or that your bottom doesn't go too far down, but that your back staying straight and your knees staying parallel to your feet are constantly in sync with each other, and that you're able to maintain that resistance on your band with your feet straight ahead of you, shoulder width apart, and keeping that core balance by enabling the stability of going up and down. Moving on to our movements here. When you go down, the inversion that I added is going to work on your inner and outer thigh as well, which is super awesome and an all-around great leg workout. So we're going to be doing 12 repetitions. You're going to go all the way down and pull out with the resistance band. And it will be a little difficult, and make sure that you count each repetition as 1. So that was 1. Going down, squeezing your glute, pulling out, going back down, pulling out. Complete this repetition 12 times and you've got yourself a tight high knee. Staying on the topic of legs, we're going to go on and move on to our third compound movement, which is a lunge with a knee raise. And basically, this is going to work your hamstring, your quads, your core, your calves. And it's really, really important that you maintain that form in order to get the most out of each one of those muscular groups. And today, like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to be using ankle weights to just challenge myself a little bit more because of my fitness level. It's completely up to you again. Doing lunges without weights is just as beneficial, but I do recommend, based on your level, to add and or subtract the repetitions based on whether or not you are using weights. So today, since I do have weights, I'm going to be completing 12. And remember that on each leg, that counts as 1 repetition. So right leg, left leg, that's 1. Remember to use your core for stability. It's not always easy for everyone, so if you find yourself falling over when you are lifting your leg up off the ground, that's completely normal, and just like everything in life, practice does make perfect. So take it easy and let's check out this form. So I have my ankle weights on, and it will feel a little heavier. These are 5 pounds each. Doing a basic lunge means your feet is in front of you. Your feet are in front of you. You're going down, your knee barely touching the ground, back up. But today, in order to really get that knee up there on the raise, you want to go back, lunge, tuck. Back, lunge, tuck. Back, lunge, and tuck. Basically, when you're doing that tucking motion, you're able to engage your core and really not only use it for stability, but you're kind of incorporating a crunch in there by bringing your knee up to your elbow. And it's really important that those two do connect in order to get the most out of that movement. Guys, for our 4th exercise, we're going to be doing pistol dips. And for this, in any household and or gym, you could use a chair or a basically any surface that's stable to do this exercise. But it's really important that you maintain the form. So keep a close eye on how I use my arms and my elbows in order to get the most out of this chest, tricep, quad, and hamstring workout all in one. So I kept my weights on from the last exercise to challenge myself again. You're more than welcome to add weights and or a resistance band in order to make this a little bit more difficult, helping out on the muscle build. So using your chair, you're going to place your hands towards you, your palms away from you, and your elbows are going to make almost like a 90-degree angle. You want to be far away from the chair so that you are using more weight on your arms, and in order to bring you up and down. If you're too close to the chair, you're not going to have enough movement there. So make sure that you have about a foot away from the chair from your bottom. You're going to stick one out, and you're going to bench down and push back up. Make sure that your leg is always straight and extended. It will be hard, and you may want to give up, but it's going to essentially be so much more rewarding by keeping that leg out straight in front of you. Engaging your core, you're going to go down, push back up, keeping those elbows in and making sure that leg is up there. Once you complete your left leg with 12 reps, you're going to go ahead and alternate to the right side, completing the 4th round of the exercises. Guys, we're going to be completing what I call a Spider-Man plank. And unlike most planks, you're really going to be using a lot of body movement. You're going to be using your arms, your legs, your core. So it's really important, again, that you get this form right and that it does take practice. So just keep going at it and do the best that you can. We're going to be doing 12 reps. So as I demonstrate, make sure to just keep that core tight, those arms straight and that bottom down. Very, very important and essential in order to get the most out of this one. So keeping your hands and going back into plank position. And as you can see, I do have my weights on my legs, again, to make it more challenging. But again, that's based off of your fitness level and or equipment if you have it at home. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to get into plank. And you're going to bring your right knee to connect, keeping your arm straight, to your left elbow. Coming back down, keeping that bottom flat, you're going to go ahead and bring your left leg to your right elbow. Really engaging that core and bringing that all the way to reach each elbow. The final move is to jump up, connect those knees to the middle of your core, jump back out. Starting again from the first elbow, left elbow, jump up, back out, right, left. So you'll see that using these different movements take away a lot of energy, and they also provide so many muscle movements that you wouldn't normally get by doing an isolated one. So it's important to keep your core tight and not to fall down on the floor. The longer you hold yourself up, the more core strength you're getting, which all around helps in every single aspect of working out. So the better form you have, the more core stability you have, and all around effort that you put into in a workout is going to essentially give you the results that you work so hard for. And that concludes our workout. It's really important that you stretch before and after as well, so you don't pull anything and so you get all that lactic acid out of there after working super hard. And that concludes our workout for today. I just wanted to say thank you really quickly to the For You team for giving me this extraordinary opportunity and allowing me to show my passion to not only your team, but hopefully in the future to others that attend the gym. Right now I am studying nutrition, so that's another thing I kind of wanted to include in this video, is that in order to get the most out of any workout is to also take it back home with you and eat very healthily. I have a lot of clients that ask why they're not progressing, and it's very hard to change a lifestyle right out of the blue. So it's a step-by-step process, and it's also something that needs to be included in every health transition, whether you're trying to lose weight, gain muscle, or just be all around healthy. It's really important to include that as well. So essentially with my clients, I do like to help out in any way that I can, including advice with things that I've learned or ways that I've changed my life. And it just matters about consistency with anything in life, not just in exercise. So I really, really look forward to branching out and giving as much help and love to anyone out there that feels uncomfortable with the way they look, or wants to be better all around, or just wants to be a part of something. I completely devote myself to companies that are about that, and I have found that For You Fitness has qualities that I can definitely stand behind. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing back from you guys.